Hi folks, and welcome to another cottage garden tour. We called it the cottage garden last time.
Did we?
Yeah, well I did, and I think it works quite well.
Yeah, it's cute.
Definitely moving towards a cottage garden feel. But Jess is going to lead the tour today. I'm just here for the, I don't know.
Camera work.
Yeah, I'll do the camera. Jess is going to lead the tour. Where shall we start, Jess?
Here. So I got rid of all the tulips. Well, what I've done is just place all the pots on top of the tulips. I'm pretty sure you can just cut tulips like down. It's not the same with daffodils. Last year everyone told me to keep the daffodils, basically all the leaves as long as possible for ages, and I did that last year and I hated it. So I'm just not going to do it this year.
The tulips are very done, aren't they?
Is this our first oxeye daisy?
No, that's...
No?
Oxeye daisies are white, I think. What
Is that a ranunculus?
It might be.
Oh my gosh, this is the best thing that's ever happened to me. Look at them.
The ranunculus are not happy, are they?
That's a ranunculus too. What? These ranunculus, I think possibly left them inside too long. They've looked like this since I planted them.
Yeah, they've not
basically.
been happy.
But we do have a yellow one, and we have.
That one's gone over almost already.
Well, I think it's been slugged.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. I didn't even know this had come out, but that's exciting, I suppose.
It's very exciting.
Those ranunculus aren't doing anything. I'll show you the roses, but they're not really doing much at the moment. The roses are about to bloom. This one hasn't got any yet.
Oh, it's full of buds though.
Is it?
Look,
Yeah.
all of these.
Oh, buds. I thought you said bugs.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I can't remember what colour this one is. I think this is a Danahu, so it's like yellow, I think.
Cute.
This one has one. It's pink, can't remember what it's called, but I will put them all in a comment if anyone wants to know. And the other one is peach. And then there's one in the front that's doing really, really well that I will ask JB to take some behind the scenes shots of.
The oxeye daisies are about to go boom. They have really exploded, haven't they? Maybe a little wild.
No, because we started those last year, so we deserve them to go wild.
There's a really nice big patch over there as well.
These are freesias. I'm pretty sure these are freesias
We'll
that
find
I
out in the
planted.
comments.
And there's some here. And this is my rambling rose. That is, I don't have any buds on yet, but it's got loads and loads of extra growth, so I'm very excited about that. This is like bright red, super, super pretty. And my Philadelphias has buds.
Oh, it does have buds. This is the one you thought was completely dead.
Yeah, it was sticks, absolute sticks. But this is a really pretty little white flower, I think.
The beds could probably have done with maybe a little bit of weed. This is a bit of a warts and all tour. We haven't really prepped anything, but look at how much stuff is in this little bed. Have you got plans for what's going to go?
Yeah, this
elsewhere?
I hadn't planted yet because there was loads and loads of celandine, so we put cardboard down, and I was just giving it a little bit of time to die back.
There's a little geranium in here.
Yeah, and look at how cute these forget-me-nots are. So cute. That's I think a Nemesia. That's a geranium.
What's that big fluffy pink one?
I think that's a geranium, but like, don't hold me to that.
No, surely not. I think that's a geranium leaf.
No, that's a nasturtium, isn't it? Oh, that might be a geranium. I don't know.
Oh, look.
Wait for the
It's like being at the allotment. Look at all this grass. There's a little red one. What's that?
Yeah, that's a Nemesia, I think.
Yeah.
There's something like a Nemesia, and it's called something else, but it looks so much like a Nemesia, and I can't remember what it's called, so that's my bad.
That's okay. These tulips were very cute, but they were a bit of a flash in the pan, weren't they? They were really quick. And
they
a bit of a
were
weird
really
shape.
quick. That whole section is a graveyard as of right now. Unsure what I'm going to do with it. I'm in desperate need of like a garden sort out day.
Something has been digging. Hopefully not cats. I think that's probably a squirrel looking for something. Oh, this is that really pot-bound one, isn't it? Look at the weeds in here as well.
But it's looking so pretty. Sweet William or Wallflower? Sweet William, I
literally
think.
no idea. I don't remember. There's another ranunculus there hanging on for dear life.
They're not dying, they're just not doing anything.
There's a little rose there.
Yeah, that's a little rose I bought when I was on holiday with my friends, and we all bought one. I think they're called the best friend rose. So we all bought one, but it's not doing very much.
What's the story with that sideways pot, Jessica?
Did I not just say, JB, that I needed a garden sort out? Thank you. So just pop that up that way. Looks like a weed, can't lie. That is
a dandelion.
An Alastramera lily that
We figured this one out after the last garden tour, didn't we?
That I got last year and it's come back. Exciting, exciting. Oh, that's cute.
Oh, hang on.
That little brown and yellow.
That, Jessica, is oxalis, which is an absolute weed. It's a bit of a pain, but it is kind of cute.
Pretty weed, so we'll leave it. And my sweet peas are finally doing something.
They're filing up. Look at them.
They are. They've been out now for what? Almost 2 months?
No.
Yeah.
I only planted these out a few weeks ago. I did these.
Yeah, but some of them have been out for like
no, so this bed I only did a few weeks ago. The second bed back there, that's Jess is disagreeing.
No.
I took some photos, I can look at the dates.
I'll find the proof. JB, I'll find the proof.
I was getting a bit tetchy about them not getting out into the ground.
You did plant more, but they have been out for a while.
There's a few that are kind of hidden in here that are being swamped by this self-seeded Nigella.
Oh yeah.
Some at the back there. These are the first ones that I sowed. So I think they're still going, and I think they should, hopefully, quite soon, start to occupy this trellis. You've got another ranunculus in the bed there. So this is
what they're meant to look like.
Yeah, this is the one that I had the cloche on. I just took that off yesterday, and there's all sorts growing in here. But this is the ranunculus, actually looking quite healthy.
I can't believe that's what they're meant to look like. This is so upsetting. None of the other. I had like 60. Oh well. You live and you learn, don't you?
Yeah. Well, I think what happened is that these ones came out much earlier, didn't they? And we were a little bit worried about them getting too cold, which is why we bought that cloche for them. But I think actually it was better to get them out.
Yeah.
And growing, because I think the other ones became really pot bound and they started looking quite sad before you planted them out. Yeah. So I think maybe they're one of those plants that really doesn't like being root bound.
Yeah. But I was researching for a very long time, and everyone's like, you can't put them out too early. They'll croak and they'll die. And then they turned yellow overnight, and then I put them out like 2 days later, and they've said,
yeah. Tricky balance, isn't it?
So we'll know for next year. Also next year I need to do significantly less, because I had like maybe 60 of the little corn things.
It was a lot of ranunculus.
And they all worked. Yeah. So, oh well.
I wanted to just kind of highlight, there were a few comments saying people were really impressed with just how much we'd managed to kind of cram into a small area. And look, these are really cute. What is this?
I want to say that's a dianthus. I think that's this. But white. Yeah, they look the same.
Look at the leaves, they're not the same.
They're not the same. What is that?
This is so cute as well, look at this. Tiny little orange thing. There's a few little weeds. That's a flower. That's been planted.
Nemesia?
Little cute Nemesia. And there it is. The one surviving lupin.
Doing absolutely
hanging on for dear life. We got one. I'm not sure if this is ranunculus or actually I think that might be creeping buttercup, which snuck in under the cloche and probably needs to be ripped out.
This whole thing?
I think so. Yeah. This is a good bed, loads of forget-me-nots right on the edge, really super cute. This one slightly slower, and I think probably just because this gets a bit more shade. Yeah. This has taken a little while longer to kind of heat up, but look, oh, damselfly. This is another ranunculus, I think, isn't it?
Yeah.
That is actually growing really nicely compared to, look, perfect comparison there. It's like you planned that, Jess.
I did plan it.
Little trough.
Doing absolutely nothing. The antirrhinums are also doing very little.
Oh, these antirrhinums, these ones?
Yeah, they're doing much better in the pots and in the house than they are in the bed, but
What happened here, Jessica?
What are we looking at? Oh, they're lobelias that I grew in a tray and then left in a tray for a really long time and then just put the whole thing out because I couldn't get the roots apart. And you know what? It's working.
It could be worse.
It could be worse.
There's a little bit of Nigella everywhere in the garden. There's some in the back corner of the bed there as well. What's this little interesting one with the dark leaves?
That's a
Is that a fuchsia?
Maybe. It's a trailing something. That's a fuchsia too.
Oh, maybe that's the one I was thinking of. I think they're like mini fuchsias, aren't they?
Yeah.
Oh, the campion looks really nice.
It does look cute.
Clematis, it was flowering, and I don't know if it's done. It might be kind of
I
like
think it's
done with
early.
the shock of being planted up
Yeah,
now.
it's going up here.
It is. Oh yes, it was spotted. It's climbing. It's
Going all the way up
moving.
here.
This is cute. You can see this one from the kitchen. It's a really nice deep red. Is there a reason it's still in the pot?
I overwintered it.
Oh, this is the overwintered
So
one.
I didn't take it out of the pot, and I'm not taking it out of the pot now. I'm just going to keep it that size, and I'm going to move it back into the conservatory because
Oh.
success.
Very smart. There's a little cosmos in here ready to pop. I remember I've planted this one. I always remember the ones that I plant. And this did nearly get dug out by a squirrel. There was a massive hole there yesterday, but thankfully it's been saved. Over here, I'm very pleased to see that the bleeding heart is still alive. It's still flowering.
It's gotten massive as well.
Yeah. This was the garden centre purchase. Went straight in the ground.
And then we have the salvia, which I did semi-hack to death in maybe January or February because it gets very, very woody at the bottom.
It's okay
But
though.
I mean, it's still growing, so I will prune it properly this year, which I say every year and then I forget. But it does need maybe a reshape. A reshape?
It looks okay. This is our little, let's just call it a wild area and quickly gloss over that. The currants have got, oh, this one was, what's it called? The Astilbe? Astilbe?
Astilbe?
Something like that. We had loads of helpful comments about this one last time saying it likes a shade. So it's been moved to the shady, the wild border. There's a little forget-me-not down here. Look. Little secret forget-me-not, very cute. We've got the currants as well, looking okay. We just leave these for the birds though, but the exciting, the star of the show today.
Foxgloves. Oh, there's a ladybug on this one.
Jess's pride and joy, the foxgloves. Tell us all about them, Jess.
I planted this one last year. This one. Last year was like the first successful grown from seed flower. And then I planted all these ones, so it takes like a year and a half, like in like May. So there was no flowers on them last year. And then I planted them out in October and now they're all looking huge. There's a little ladybug, do you want to see it? So cute.
These are looking really, really nice. They've literally just opened. We've been kind of anticipating these for a while. There's also, everywhere you look, you can see new ones ready to shoot up. They're mostly this kind of slightly light purple, I guess.
This one is peach, and it's my favorite color, which is why I thought all the other ones were going to be peach, but apparently I've grown different ones, but that's fine. But yes, very, very peachy.
I love all the red campion that's kind of popped up as well. I think that might be the one and only seed that took from the woodland wildflower mixture that I sowed on this side. But really cool to see. And this is yet more of a wild area. This is the hedge woundwort, which is quite a nice native wildflower, but it's sprawling. It goes absolutely wild, but it does have quite a nice little purple flower and it's really good for the pollinators. So at the end of the year, I just need to clear it back quite a lot. The other wild area here near the pond, we've sowed a few kind of flowers and bits and bobs here, but it's mostly kind of weedy stuff that's come up. Lots of nigella, quite a few dandelions and that kind of thing, but quite nice to have. Here's a little example of the hedge woundwort flower. Looks really nice. And then, oh, what's that, Jess?
This one? No idea.
I've never seen this one. Oh, we've got a question for the comments today, please, people. What's this one? Where has that come from? Maybe one of the wildflower mixes. Where did these oxeye daisies come from? Did we plant these? Did we sow them?
I did plant them because I planted some there and like one here. I don't know what's happened over here. I didn't think they were going to take.
I'm really, really excited for when all of these go bang and start to come out. I think it's going to look really, really nice because the main kind of outlook for us from the patio is this, and having all of the oxeye daisies in the foreground I think will be really nice. So there it is, a bit of a quick one today because Jess has got to go. She's got a lunch date and she's late. So
I am late.
thank you so much for joining us. Hopefully you enjoyed this little garden update. And we'll see you again next time. An extra special thank you to all the Chili Pepper Tier patrons: Tony, Bill, Pam, Louise, Mel, Michael, Denise, Socks in the Garden, Andrew, Sarah, Dorcasaur, Angela, and Louise. I think that was it.